Hello there, hello there. You're gonna hear the fan in the background. Sorry about that. California is still pretty hot. So, how am I doing? Pretty good. Actually, on my end, it's evening time. It is 8:15 p.m. Actually, I was gonna start this live stream at 9 o'clock. But I decided to come in a little early. Let's see if we have a few people who are more like early birds. So we will see. And of course, I'm back in California. I was in Mexico City for about a month, a little over a month. So it's nice to know that I'm back. I have my normal lighting, my normal stuff going on right here. So this is great. There we go. Just trying to make sure that I'm at the brightest setting that we can put. There you go. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, hit that notification button for future videos. Thank you so much for coming. If you're interested in a tarot reading today, they are $5 USD. The instructions are down below. Or you could just go ahead and send your payment through PayPal. My username would be at Yvonne Ribas Tarot. You can also send it through Venmo, which is at Mermaid Oracle. Or if you guys prefer Cash App, Cash App is going to be $Mermaid Oracle 1. How are y'all doing today? It was wonderful. Thank you so much, Evan. I hope you are going to have a wonderful rest of your day, since I'm guessing it is morning time on your end. And Jasmine, you're here because you're mourning the loss of your cousin that happened last week. I am so sorry. My condolences. What is your zodiac sign, Jasmine? Aquarius. All right. And your cousin who passed away, what zodiac sign is he? His name is Louie, and you don't know when his birthday is. All right, all right. Well, Jasmine, what can I help you with today? Do you have any questions, concerns? Have you ever done a tarot reading before? Hi, Taco. Thank you so much for coming in. There's actually nobody on the list. Waiting for people to come in and pay for some readings, with the exception of one person who submitted a payment, I believe on Sunday, and there was no live stream. Sometimes I notice that some people get confused by Joyce. Joyce submitted a payment on Saturday when there was no live stream on Saturday. I understand some people get confused. They think I'm live when I'm not. So, if Joyce Tavermaris, I hope I'm saying that correctly. If you're here, I do have your $5 payment from Saturday. But other than that, there's nobody here today. Yeah, there's no list today. So whoever sends a payment, you would be next. That's why I'm just chilling. Yes, Taco, this is actually my typical live stream. This is my typical setup. I am back home. So I am here in my little mini studio using my green screen, using everything here. So this is my usual setup. So for those who just started watching me while I was on vacation, this is actually my original setup. This is how I have everything. I do have a microphone, which I left right here. The only thing is that I need to go get my computer repaired because only one outlet works, and I'm charging my laptop. So, yeah, I need to fix the other outlet so I can connect my microphone and my laptop is charging. Yes, I live in California. I noticed this about myself. Like, it's not that I don't like traveling. I get so homesick that every time I travel, with the exception of Chicago, I really like Chicago, and I did feel like I could definitely move to Chicago if I wanted to. If that was ever an option, I would totally move over there. But I was in Chicago. Like, whenever I have traveled either to other states or other countries, I always get so homesick that I just want to come back home. And it's crazy because there are so many people out there in the world who travel like crazy throughout the year, like you, Taco, or at least that's how you made it seem. Um, but yeah, like when I travel to other places, it just makes me miss um, California. So yeah. Oh yeah. And that was something that I was worried about. I was really hoping that there wasn't going to be any hurricane or any monsoon or nothing on Sunday, because I was like, I really want to come home already. The experience was great. I did a lot of things. I visited Creative College House. I visited a lot of Aztec ruins and stuff like that. So I went to the Archaeology Museum in Mexico City. I did a lot of things. That was awesome. But yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. It got to a point where I was like, I really want to come back home. It's not the same doing a live stream in someone else's house than doing a live stream in your own personal house. So yeah. Exactly. Totally. Totally. And you can find all kinds of weather throughout California too. So you can go a little bit more up north or the center of California and it would be fresh all year round. If you want, for those people who really like hot weather, you can find beaches and stuff like that. And yeah, the one hitting Cancun now is heading my way. Oh, I see. Oh, because you're in Florida, right? I'm waiting for the hurricane to get here. I bet the vibe is a bit slower back home. If I could afford it, I'd be there. I know. I know. That was one thing that I do like about Mexico, is that everything was hella cheap. The Uber rides were so cheap. I was there with my father, so he was just like, "Why do you gotta Uber everywhere?" And I'm like, "Because it was like $5 for like a 40-minute trip, Like, it was amazing." And I brought so many souvenirs. That place is just so cheap. Yeah, when it comes to California, like a house is not complete without a pool. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is like the American dream when it comes to California homes. You need to have a pool, and that's something that I would want growing up. At least when I get my own house or my own place, and I definitely want a swimming pool for sure, for sure. And I want a beautiful one with some beautiful Mexican tiles on them. You know, give it that Californian look. Love it. Totally would. Hi, Marley. So you wanted to know how long is the wait list? Well, I just barely got a payment from Mevides or Taco Fillings right here. So you would be next right after Mevides. So it's up to you if you want to go ahead and submit that payment right now because you would be next right after Mevides right here. As a matter of fact, we are going to be using for today's live stream the Influence of the Angels Tarot by Jody Baczynski Barbesi. So I hope you guys enjoy the images and the messages just as much as I hope I will. So let's go ahead and see these cards. They were cleansing with selenite since the last live stream. And these are the cards that we're going to be using today. Is the German Shepherd going to be okay traveling? Whereabout is he at his lifespan? He is a Pisces, 9 years old. Okay, so I understand why you're asking. He's an older dog. Then again, when it comes to pets, there are certain pets that are okay with traveling, some that are not. I totally understand. My cat is not great with traveling. When I try to take him to see my mom at the cemetery, or when I tried taking him to the beach, he just totally dreads it. He totally hates it. So I totally understand why you're asking this question. But let's go ahead and see what the cards want to say for you. All right, so all right, so in the bottom of the deck, we do have right here the Six of Swords, And then we have Four of Cups reversed, the Fool, the Sun, Ace of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and also Ace of Wands. So the way I asked the question was, is he going to be okay with the traveling? Well, I think if it's going to be one of those things where he has no other choice but to travel, he will adapt. Okay, so I think for your dog right here, we don't see in this Fool of this tarot deck the dog that we traditionally see in, like, for instance, the Rider-Waite. So the thing about this German Shepherd is that he's really up for anything. I think it's going to be one of those things where, like, for instance, like when it comes to horror or when it comes to roller coasters, right? For certain people, like, people will say they're down, they'll be afraid, but they'll be down, right? So kind of see it like that. I think the dog with the Fool, like, it might not be something he would be okay with right away or, you know, from the start, but eventually we do see that this dog will adapt to the travel. Okay. He's always bored. He wants more and more experience. So yeah, so that's gonna be like you're giving it to him, you know. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like maybe at first he might be a little afraid or a little timid or you know, but I do think eventually it will be something that he will adapt to. And it's so funny that you talk about boredom, because we have the card of boredom, the Four of Cups, but it is in reverse. And this is in the position of the challenge. So that's telling me that because of his boredom, he is willing to act out and, you know, be put out of his comfort zone. So that's amazing. And yes, I do feel like with you, he does feel, or she does feel, I don't know if it's a he or she, but I feel like this German Shepherd feels that almost put on the spotlight or recognized or acknowledged by you as well. I'm thinking the travel will revive him, bring him out of his funk. Yeah. Well, that's the Four of Cups in reverse. You know, it will bring him out of his comfort zone, but it is something that he's willing to do because he is that bored. And I do feel like if you wouldn't have done this for him, I think he would have died young with that card. I think this dog would have probably aged very quickly, would have had a lot of health issues, and probably would have died young. And yeah, with the Six of Swords, like, he's going to see it almost like he has no choice. But at the same time, he's like, well, fuck it. It's better than staying here. And I think he knew that if it weren't, this German Shepherd almost like knows that, you know, if it's not this experience, is probably would be his only opportunity to explore. And it's so crazy because with the Fool crowning the reading, we don't see the dog in this tarot deck on the Fool card, but in the Rider-Waite, we have the Fool with the dog, you know, and it's basically a person who is on an adventure. You see, you know, that stick thing with the ball kind of symbolizing someone who's traveling or hitchhiking, and then the dog just going along with his master, because that's what dogs do. And so funny that, you know, I thought of that dog from the Fool, even though it's not there in this tarot deck in particular. But the travel is extending his life a bit. Nice. I believe so. Well, I mean, if we think about it in practical terms, he's going to be walking, probably going to be eating healthier. So, yes, I do think so. He could go at least 12, hopefully, with proper diet. Yes, I do feel like this would be good for him health-wise, because I think his boredom was going to eat at him, and he would have probably aged really, really quick and died. How will my financial plan work regarding my ideas with the visa? Hmm. I'm not sure how to answer that question. Will the plan result in the financial income I am aiming for? Okay, perfect. I'll give it a yes or no question. That's even better. All right. Will the plan result in the financial outcome that Navitas or Max Taurus is aiming for? Okay, so will the plan result in the financial outcome that Max Taurus is aiming for? I'm gonna get a no. Um, I got a no for that one. I think I think when it comes to money, they're kind of saying almost like rely on your own money. That's almost like the feeling that I'm getting. Rely on your own money. This could be either finding another job or finding something that pays you more or finding like a side thing or something like that with the Ace of Pentacles. You can also do some grounding meditations because in the position of your challenge, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a thing where we can do some grounding meditations. I always suggest for people to do grounding meditations with a tree. Find a tree near you, or if there's a tree that you like in a movie or whatever, take a screenshot of it and kind of meditate with that tree and make it the tree that you will always meditate for or meditate with when you want to do your grounding meditations. Okay? I feel like after you get your answer from this I do feel like there's going to be this feeling of almost kind of wanting to drop everything. But this is because we're losing patience. All right. But don't give up on your plan because it will be something that will be pondering in your mind if you decide to throw your hands up. So you might as well not give up and keep going. But they're saying rely on your own money. Okay, so what's your next question, Max? Okay, number 3, will I end up getting my laser procedure in November? Let's see. I got a yes. I do think so. I do think you will get your procedure in November. SO, you want to know if you can also ask questions? Yes, you can. All you have to do is make a payment of $5 and follow the instructions down below. All right, so I do think you're going to end up getting your procedure. It's definitely going to be a success. I do think it's going to be something that you have to stay proactive with or persistent with. You're welcome. Max, do you have any other questions for me today? Yes, it is $5 per question. All right, awesome. Hi, Marley. So you said Virgo's future in love with Marley. Scorpio, will there be commitment? Okay. So what is the Virgo's first name? From what I'm understanding, you are Marley and your name is, and you are a Scorpio. What about the Virgo's name? Ronaldito. So I got a definite yes. I do think that there will be commitment between the both of you, especially with the Ace of Pentacles. Let it come naturally. I do think that this is something where it needs to come naturally. I do think that there have been confessions or there will be confessions. So stay tuned for that if that hasn't taken place yet. So I see that there will be confessions or there has been confessions. But point is, your answer is yes. But this is all about letting things happen naturally. You are dealing with somebody who is methodical and someone who is very analytical. But I do not think he's here to waste anybody's time. But I do feel like someone here is a bit afraid or insecure about this whole situation. Is that you? Let me see what's in the bottom. We have the Devil. So there's definitely physical attraction here. There's definitely physical attraction in this relationship. And this is all about completing that cycle. Maybe him because of the baby daddy. Okay. But I do see that there are going to be confessions, or it could be because of the confessions. Maybe he's starting to freak out. Maybe he's worried about telling you about certain things, and that's why he's feeling insecure too. Point is, there's someone here who's feeling insecure, or feeling not so confident in this relationship. But I do think that there will be commitment between the both of you. Alrighty, so Marley, do you have any other questions for me? Lady VR, are you here? Alrighty, so you submitted 2 payments, or at least 1 payment for 2 questions, $10. So, what are your questions for me today? All right, so the first question is Oswaldo, Aries in a relationship. All right. So let's see if Osvaldo Aries is in a relationship currently. All right, so we have Judgment in reverse in the bottom of the deck. And then for your spread, we have 5 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands, the Lovers reversed, 5 of Cups reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Cups reversed. So is he currently in a relationship? No. I do see in the past, in passing with the Lovers in reverse, he was in a relationship up until the recent past. But currently, no. Currently, no. I don't think he is in a relationship right now. I do think he is keeping his options open, though. I do see that he could be entertaining other women currently. I do think he's someone who has a lot of karma and a lot of lessons to learn from the universe, a lot of life lessons. He's someone who doesn't like to take accountability, or someone who just doesn't get it. He's just not learning. All right, so for your second question, lady, will we reconcile? So, lady, I do need to know your sun sign for this one. So what is your zodiac sign? Oh, you're a Virgo. Well, I mean, astrologically speaking, Virgo and Aries aren't very compatible. I would suggest either sticking with Virgo like yourself, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Cancer was one that really rung on my head, so maybe Cancer would be really good for you. All right, so in the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Swords, then we have 4 of Pentacles in reverse, Death, the Moon in reverse, Three of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, and also Temperance. It's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes, but I feel like it really just depends on whether you would open up. You tend to see things from a very cold perspective. But this is natural for you because you're a Virgo. You can almost be like an air sign where you can see things from a very cold, from a very logical perspective. And the thing is that you think it's practical. You think that that's just the way life is. But the thing is that maybe just it's a little too cold that it's cynical, you know? So I think with just realizing the difference between what's realistic and being a little bit positive, half glass full here, half glass full. But I don't blame you because you're a Virgo. So this is something very common, something very easy to see in Virgo. So don't feel like, you're special here. And the cards are pointing that out. This is all about remembering that you can reap what you have sown. If you feel like you've been a good person in this life, then this is an opportunity for you to reap what you have sown. Think of it that way. Yes, I mean, if we do reconcile with this person, I feel like at the beginning it might start off a bit casually, friends with benefits, if you know what I mean. So that's where I see the need for being positive and for being patient might occur. And all of a sudden we see a 180 with death. But that's why it's a 50-50. Because it really just depends on how patient you can be. Not being too cold and detached and, being patient with the process. But if that's not your style, hey, there's a bunch of fish to fry. Okay? So it's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes, but remember with that Queen of Swords, it just depends, Are we going to be able to see things half glass full, if you know what I mean? If you want to ask a third question, Lady VR, you are more than welcome to. Just go ahead and send an additional donation. I can wait right here, right now. If you submit the additional donation, then I would be more than happy to answer that question for you. All right, so in the bottom of the deck, as the overall theme, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have Judgment, Eight of Wands, King of Wands reversed, Temperance reversed, Three of Wands reversed, and the Fool. So does he currently have feelings for you? I think he wants to talk to you. I think he still has some feelings for you, but I don't think he's like in love with you. But I do think he has still some feelings for you. I think his feelings would develop again once there is some sort of consistency between the two of you. So it's kind of one of those things like out of sight, out of mind, you know? So I think he still has some feelings for you, but I think feelings would develop even more or be back to what they used to be if you guys would be, you know, once you guys are in each other's lives again. You understand? You understand? So again, the challenge here with the Three of Wands in reverse, reaping what you have sown, that's going to be a big lesson for you. This could be a very good opportunity for you to reap what you have sown, to get your universal rewards, your rewards from the universe for working so hard on yourself and fulfilling your life's purpose, or at least trying to figure that out, working on your spiritual journey also as well. So, Lady VR, do you have any other questions for me? Alrighty, awesome. Thank you so much, lady. We'll talk later. All right, Mebidas, you had some questions for me. Where are you, Max? Max, are you here? Taco Fillings? Okay, well, I think Taco Fillings is not here, so I'll just go next with Rachel. Rachel, you submitted for 2 questions. So whenever you're ready, send me your name if it's not Rachel with your zodiac sign along with your question in one comment. So we can pull it up here on the screen and we can go ahead and start with your first question. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I was on mute. Okay, so basically the cards that you have is Queen of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Three of Swords reverse, Two of Cups, the Lovers, King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. And in the bottom of the deck, we do have the Star card in reverse. We're thinking negatively, or we're expecting worst case scenario in this situation when we can think quite positively, or things are actually not as bad as they seem. I do think his intentions are pure because in his emotions we have the Lovers. So that tells me he still has feelings for you. And in the position of his intentions, we have the Four of Wands, which is talking about building with someone, or he's thinking long term. But what is he thinking? He thinks that you are still holding resentments. Again, this could be, you know, totally inaccurate. It's just what he's thinking. So it seems like he thinks that you are still holding resentments, but he's here because he still has feelings for you. He intends on trying to build with you. But at the same time, I do see that you are a busy person in general. I do think that either there has been a suspicion that this person does not have the great intentions for you, but you are looking for love. That's the thing. You are looking for love. Alrighty. So that is what I have for you. He does want a relationship and he still has feelings for you. He's looking to build with you. Those are his intentions. This situation isn't as bad as you think, because you're dealing with someone who is going to put effort in this relationship, and at the same time could be a little bit jealous. Could be a little bit of the jealous type. Should you push it? Well, that would be, do you want to ask that as your second question? Let's see. Should you push it? All right, let's see. If he's not giving you effort right now, I do see that there will be effort on his end later. It's about trusting the process, Rachel. All right, so we have the Hanged Man, Strength in reverse, the Moon in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, and Four of Swords and Four of Cups. Those were upright. You're telling me right here that if you wanted to, you could, but the only thing is that there is a catch to this relationship. The thing is that with this relationship, I feel like someone here is not going to be satisfied with what the other person is giving them. I do think the spark would end, or at least that luster would kind of just diminish over time, at least for one of you. Um, so it's really up to you. But from what the cards are telling me is that I feel like someone here is not going to be happy for very long. Alrighty, Rachel, do you have any other questions for me today? All right, Rachel, thank you so much for coming in. So, all right, so Max, taco fillings. What major events will unfold in October? How about we specify that question a little bit? Yes, but are you looking for some money to be arriving or to be delivered to you? Are you expecting to be traveling during that time? We could do like a yes or no spread. Let's specify the question a little bit more. Let's try to make it less general. How about this? Do you want to ask if there's going to be some money coming in for you in October? You want to ask that? All right. All right. So we have in the bottom of the deck the Eight of Swords, and then for your spread we have Two of Cups reversed, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles reversed, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and also the Page of Pentacles. 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes. It really just depends on whether you're going to be proactive and be persistent about it. So if you're expecting a lump sum of money, or if you're just wanting out of luck for someone to let you borrow money, a loan, or whatever, this is about, again, figuring out what you can do. Okay, this is about thinking logical in this situation with the Knight of Swords, because if you don't, you will lose your patience. The illusion of feeling stuck in this situation is really just an illusion, okay? You're really not stuck in the situation. So if you feel stuck when it comes to money, or just not being able to make the money or the amount of money, or to attract the amount of money that you want, it's about thinking logically about this situation and how to resolve your want here. All right, so what did you want to ask for your second question? All right. What will you? So, will you be international by February 2025? Um, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be international. I don't think that you're going to find it to be a fair situation. And at the same time, I do think that you're going to see it as a failed opportunity, or kind of like kind of just like a window of opportunity just not being taken here. You're going to see it as unfair. So, do I think you're going to be international by February 2025? I don't think so. Do you have any other questions for me, Max? All right. All right, so we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And for your spread, we have the Hierophant in reverse, the High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So why? Maybe again, we've talked about this. This is whether that's finding an extra form of income or finding a different form of income right here, and that is the challenge. We are also in this illusion of feeling stuck when we're really not stuck, and we can do more for a situation. Um, that's what the Eight of Swords is right here. We can also do the grounding meditations. That's what the cards are saying. So basically, the stuff we've talked about earlier, Max, and following your intuition a little bit more. But in order for you to be able to follow your intuition effectively, you do need to do your grounding meditations, okay? Yeah. And listening to your intuition would be very crucial because this can help you with thinking outside the box when it comes to figuring out a solution. Figuring out a solution to all of your things, the traveling, the money, all of it. Okay? Does that make sense, Max? And I'm saying that it's very important to resolve this situation, this financial situation, also for yourself. I'm kind of seeing also issues with with relationships. I do think you said you are married, so I am seeing possible relationship problems, possibly due to the finances. Okay. All righty. So, all right. So, Capricia Boyd, are you here? All right, Capricia, how about we specify the question a little bit? Do you want to know if you'll get into a relationship by the end of the year? Let's specify the question a little bit. Lucretia, are you single? Do you want me to ask if we see a relationship for you in the future? All right, so in the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And for your spread, we have Page of Wands, the Moon, Knight of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups, and the Chariot. So I think the answer is yes, I do think that you will meet someone. As a matter of fact, I do see someone from your past wanting to show back up. I see someone from your past who wants to show back up. All right. You'll hear a message with the Page of Wands. So this could be like a text message, an email, a phone call. But I see a reunion and someone sending a message. But other than someone trying to come back, I do see a possibility for you to meet someone with whom you can have a relationship with. All right, if you want to ask one more question, then you are more than welcome to submit another donation to ask another question. Caprice? Okay, I just got the donation. What did you want to ask? Caprice, let's specify the question a little bit more. Do you want to ask if there's something better out there for you career-wise? Should you switch jobs? Is there something out there that will pay you more than what you're making now? How do you want me to ask that question? Let's specify that. All right, so in the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Then we have Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun, Judgment reversed, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and also the Ten of Wands. I do think that by the end of 2025, you will be making more money than what you are making now. But your challenge here is to think logically about your situation. You're doing way too much, or you're carrying a heavy load and you're not getting paid enough for what you're doing. You could be making more. This is a time for you to get to have the reputation or the acknowledgement that you deserve, but you're not getting that. You're not getting that, and you're going to realize that more than what you will have already realized. But by the end of 2025, yes, I do. But this is about you thinking logically about your situation and how to figure that out. All right, so Capricia, do you have any other questions for me? Or Caprice, sorry, Caprice or Capricia, sorry, I'm not sure. Yeah, Capricia. Do you have any other questions for me? Done. All right, thank you so much, Capricia. Don't forget to like this video. So Jessica Bola, Jessica Bola. So Jessica, you are a Cancer and you are single. Under what circumstances will I meet the next person I am committed to? What are their characteristics? That would be the second question. What are they like? So as far as under what circumstances, I'm going to give you a time frame. I would say more like 2025, like the end of 2025 is where I see you um, finding a relationship or getting into a relationship with someone, and it will be more of a formal commitment also as well. So right now it is going to feel like you're kind of stuck in singlehood, but that feeling is going to go away. Um, because I do see that you're going to be proactive in trying to meet someone. You are going to put yourself out there. Um, but it is telling me around like the second half of next year. Okay. All right. So, what are their characteristics? I'm going to go ahead and give you their sun sign, okay? Let's give you a sun sign. I feel like they're going to be an earth sign, so that could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah. Most likely a Capricorn. You are going to keep your options open. And it's not that you're discouraged from doing so, but I do see that that's going to be something you're going to be doing. And Jessica Cerda, yes, I am taking questions. So, Jessica Bola, do you have any other questions for me? Marsha Cleveland, where are you? Marsha Cleveland. Alrighty, awesome. Thank you so much, Latrice. My ex Virgo speaks to me one day and silent the next. What are their intentions? And then for your second question, you want to know who else is coming towards you in love. All right. Okay, so what is your ex's name? This ex Virgo. What is his name? You don't have to give me his full name, just his first name. Charisse. All right, so we have King of Cups in reverse, the Star, the High Priestess, the Fool in reverse, Strength in reverse, the Hanged Man, Five of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, and also the King of Pentacles in reverse. And in the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So I think the answer is quite simple because I feel like this person suspects that you could have somebody else, or somebody else could be catching your eye. This person is still very much physically attracted to you. But the thing is that I feel like this Virgo ex, Charisse, is seeing other people as well. But I feel like the reason why, particularly why they do this whole talking to you one day and out the next, is to stay in contact with you. I feel like because they also suspect that there's somebody else. So that's why, in a way, they kind of want to stay a bit connected to you. The idea of you seeing somebody else is not something that they are very comfortable with. So that's the reason why they stay in contact with you. They're still very much physically attracted to you. And I see that as long as you allow them to still reach out to you, they're still going to try to reach out to you, okay? All right, so let's see for your second question, who else is coming towards you? All right, so we have right here the Two of Swords, and we have 10 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, and also the 5 of Swords in reverse. I would give it another 7 years where I see a window of opportunity for a committed relationship that is going to be worth your while. Okay? So right now, I do see that healing is very much necessary. But I feel like your next real committed relationship that's really going to be worth your time, worth your while, is going to be 7 years from now. All right. Alrighty, so Marsha Cleveland, do you have any other questions for me today? All right, Marsha, just give me a second. I just need to go ahead and have a little bit of a restroom break, and then I will be back. Go ahead and submit your question whenever you're ready, and then when I come back, we will answer that question for you while I go ahead and do what I need to do in the ladies' room. I will go ahead and leave this with some selenite, okay? So I will be back, guys. Okay, so you basically wanted to know, well, this ex of yours has been telling you that he's been celibate, just like you. He hasn't been with anyone else intimately, and that he's been this way for 2 years. And you want to know if that is a lie. I see that no, this is not a lie. I think that he is telling the truth. Okay? I think this person is telling the truth. The challenge here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. The challenge here is half glass full. Okay, let's let the situation come out of, rock bottom, allowing it to happen. Marsha, do you have any other questions for me tonight? Thank you for the clarity and all you do. You are appreciated. Have a good night. That is it. Alrighty, perfect. Let's go ahead and go to the next person. And that would be Jessica Cerda. I am a Cancer and my son's father is a Taurus. We're together, but he's locked up right now. Will we get through this and be together when he gets out? What is your son's father's name? All right, so we have Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, Ten of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, and Six of Cups in reverse. I don't think so. I think this is going to be a lot harder than you think it's going to be. But I think someone here is definitely going to drop this. But you should be a lot more positive about this situation because there could be an opportunity to reconcile with him or starting a relationship with somebody else. Does that make sense? I think you're going to be thinking about it long and hard, but I don't think that you guys will be together, or at least I see a breakup and then a chance for a reconciliation after he gets out. You get me? But point blank period, and somewhere between your journey with this person, I am seeing there will be an interruption, a chance for a reconciliation, and to think positively about this if you really want this for yourself. Do you have any other questions for me, Jessica? Any other questions, Jessica? All right, thank you, Jessica. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, Jessica, if you want to ask an additional question, that would be an additional donation of $5. All right, guys. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and end the live stream right here. Thank you so much for everyone who came in today. I'm going to come in all tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next week, Monday through Friday, starting on. All right. So thank you so much. Take care, blessed be, namaste, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.